Yeah. I know Mike asked about, hey, when are we gonna finish that Lego? Well, we're gonna work on bag 2 tonight. And I have more rock cakes. So I have only a few left. No, you're not getting any. I've been trying to encourage Favorite Human to eat them, and he's like, they're good, but he's trying to lose weight. We both are, and I did this to us. So, as a reminder, this is what we finished last time, because we had a celebration stream where y'all hit halfway. So this is what we finished. I'm going to actually put it away in a second. But I just wanted to remind everybody, this is what we made last stream. And I already have the book out for bag 2. And I don't have the Legos sorted yet. So yeah, you all get to listen to me sorting Legos again. Which, is a thing. We'll make sure they get all out of the bag this time. There are no Legos in the bag. And there is no stout because we all know I'm a lightweight. And I still have to make dinner tonight after this. So, yeah. So, as far as updates for Bennu go, when I get a chance, if you would like to know what exactly your... how do we put it? What exactly your unique image count is? The best way to get that right now is to join our Discord server, agree to the rules, so you have access to everything else, and then, yeah. And then go to the Bennu Mappers channel and say that you would like to know how many images you've done. Some people, essentially, if your username in Discord matches your Bennu username or it's close enough that I recognize it, I should be able to pull it without a problem. However, if your username is slightly different or if you have a common name... Hey, Rocket Sage, welcome! Welcome! I saw you were doing, mineral stuff, and now we're gonna do Lego and talk about Bennu. So for those of us just joining us, we need help marking Bennu. And I started building this Lego set as a kind of a celebration. Hey, we made it halfway through the images. But here's the bad news. We made it halfway through the images, but our deadline right now, so far, is in 2 days. 2 days. Dr. Pamela is going to talk to the team, see if we can get that extended to Friday, and we might make it, we might not. There are a total of 4,509 images. And essentially, the goal right now is to... Oh, hey! Thanks for the follow. Normally I'd toss Cheerios at the dogs, but dog cam is now Lego cam. So, thanks for the follow. Can we get a shout out for Rocket Sage? Pretty please? I don't know. I think I can do it. There we go. Aha! I can do it. Wahahaha. So, yeah, we got halfway through those images, and I promised a stream where I would eat rock cakes and drink a astronomy-themed beer, and the astronomy-themed beer I had was called Wave Particle Duality. I think I actually have the label handy, because I've been saving the labels off of my craft beers. So here is the label for the wave particle duality, and excuse me, and the other option was a stout that, oh, I also have that one because it's actually one of my favorite stouts. The other option was a stout, which I am not going to drink because I need to make dinner tonight still. So, oh, thank you so much for the follows. So this was the other astronomy themed beer, Imperial Cosmic Cocoa. These were both brewed in Ohio. I live in Ohio. I am not Dr. Pamela, by the way. I am Annie. Hi. I am Annie. My background's in computer science, and I know enough about astronomy to be dangerous, but feel free to ask me about, space toilets. Seriously. Feel free to ask me about space toilets, because space toilets are awesome and kind of terrifying. So Dr. Pamela will be back on stream tomorrow with Daily Space. And yeah, my astronomy background comes from working in my university's planetarium. And in fact, I still maintain an office at the university. I just don't go there as much as I used to. And yeah, that's how I got my astronomy background. So I know more than an Astro 101 student, but definitely not as much as the astronomy undergrads. And I happen to just know a bunch of weird facts, so that's a thing. And I am out of very small things, so we might have to pull the larger pieces out. I only have 3 bowls. So, yeah, space toilets, neuropilots, space toilets. Space toilets are not like toilets well, it depends on the model. So there are 4 toilets in space right now. There used to be 5, but one of the Soyuz undocked from the ISS and that toilet burned up in the atmosphere. Yes, I'm serious. So there are 4 toilets. One is completely inaccessible to the 3 humans in space. It is on the Chinese space station. And the Chinese space station hasn't been crewed in a while. So there's that. So the 3 toilets that are accessible to the 3 people in space are, there's 2 on the ISS, and there's 1 on the Soyuz that's docked to the ISS. And no one wants to use the Soyuz toilet because you don't sit on the Soyuz toilet. You kind of straddle it like you're riding a horse, or if you're familiar with witches riding brooms, it's like a witch riding a broom. Is a thing with some gizmos and, attachments to match your plumbing, and it's connected to a hose, and the whole thing's stowed in a cabinet. Those are the Soyuz toilets. And the toilets on the ISS, they're both of Russian design. One is owned by the US, one is owned by Russia. And I think Russia actually charges US if any of the US astronauts use their toilet. So, but on both of those, you do sit down. There's canisters underneath that get changed out. At least one of the toilets recycles urine into drinking water, and solid matter essentially you put this little bag with perforations in the bottom over the hole, which if the person that went before you was kind, replaced it with a fresh one, solid matter goes into the bag, goes into the compartment. When you're done, you change the bag. And urine is kind of hosed away and done something. And yeah. And the full canisters, because they do get full, the canisters are changed out occasionally, and they're put with departing spacecraft. Like the Cygnus is on return. The Cygnus is just a trash can, and part of the Soyuz is a trash can. So they'll just put it with departing air or spacecraft, and it'll burn up in the atmosphere. So yeah, Trillion H2O says maybe just not eat anything for a few months. So Spurb Shrub says witches ride side straddle, right? I mean, you could try riding this thing side straddle. I've read stories about astronauts that have just stripped from the waist down to avoid making a mess. So yeah. They totally use they totally do use low residue diet. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so it's kind of hard to read. Let's see if I can make this embiggened so it's... Harmful Opinions asks, would getting a colostomy be convenient enough to consider if you're going into space? I don't know if a colostomy would still work, because that still, I think it still depends on gravity. And without gravity, gases in, well, the fluids in your body all get, they all redistribute. And you can't really burp, because if you burp, all the gases are mixed in with the liquids and you might actually vomit. And yeah. So, I don't know. Neuropilot says, funny story, at least one female astronaut asked for the new type of maximum absorbent garments, and they found out it costs more to get a diaper in some hospitals than to launch one into space. Oh, thank you for the gift sub! Yeah, Tactical Cadaver says, let me tell you from experience, going number 2 or number 1 and number 2 if you're female while wearing a one piece is a hassle. It is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wicked Wonder says, not cool. My mom burped her bag before dinner a lot. Not fun. Yeah. Now imagine not being able to burp the bag. Because, you know, fecal matter might go everywhere. So yeah, no. That's... I would not consider getting a colostomy. Why not make the one piece have a butt flap? It's not so much that they wear one piece suits and that in space, it's just how things are working. So, because they on the ISS, they wear normal clothing on before takeoff. I don't quite know how the Russian suit goes on. They eat a low residue diet, which means there's not a whole lot. There's no fiber. It's, if you're a carnivore, yeah, like, I think steak and eggs is a traditional pre-launch breakfast for some people. And yeah, spacesuits only for entry, EVA, and landing. Yeah, that's what I thought. So there's not, on top of the low residue diet, they've cleaned themselves out. So there's nothing in their colon or lower intestine to worry about for a few days. As far as the small intestine, I don't know how that's really affected by gravity. I do know that because of all the liquid redistribution in your body, once you're in micro G, that it's so many hours after you're in micro G before your kidneys are like, yo, we need to do something with this excess water, and you have to expel some liquid waste. So yeah, that's... For a second I thought the dog was going to bark. Also, for those of you that don't know, I have 2 dogs and a cat. You may hear them. I will do my best to mute. I can't control the cat. Yeah, how in the world do you lose a stoma? That sounds annoying. Floofs, yes. I think I have too much stuff here for the one floof. Come here, Puck? Come on. Let's show the internet how cute you are. Come here. Tinker's like, I want in on this. Come on. Do you need help? Of course you need help. You're getting old. Oof. So here is one floof. This is Puck. And again, normally the overhead cam is the dog cam, and normally he's the one laying on it. So, stoma connected to the airlock, reenact alien resurrection. Oh my. Yeah, so this is Puck. Yeah, I know. Yeah, one pieces can just be annoying. A miniature lion. Yeah, kind of, if I got him into a lion cut. Oh. Mwah. The internet said I had to give you love. Would you like a rock cake? Would you like a piece of a rock cake? Yeah, you know what that is. Oh. Okay. You gonna chill on my lap and not be seen? Okay. So, yeah, they don't usually expel solid waste. It is very hard to expel solid waste in space anyways, because you don't have gravity to help you. And, the Soyuz toilets, as far as I can tell, are the oldest continuously used model of toilet. And so the Soyuz toilets were being used way back in the day of the Apollo. And the Apollo astronauts, and I think Mercury maybe even, but they're called Apollo bags. It's this clear, and I emphasize clear, plastic bag with adhesive that you stick to your rear end. And there's a little finger cot to help, move the solid waste away from your body. And after you're done, remember how I said these bags were clear? You had to break up, like, some people are saying it's a packet, some people are saying it's a capsule. You have to break up a germicide, essentially, into the bag, seal it, and massage it into the solid waste. Like Play-Doh. Remember, the bags are clear. The bags are clear. There are actually, back in the shuttle days, there were actually things like, hey, if the toilet's not working, we're going to re-enter at the safest possible moment, because the bags were just that terrible to use. Nobody wanted to use them. So yeah. Harmful Opinions asks, am I remembering this correctly, or did I imagine it? Low periods in low or zero gravity causes your bones to lose density. That is correct. Gravity does impose a force on our bodies. It's been a while since I've had a physics class. But gravity is always pulling down. Pulling down, pushing down. What is it, Puck? Is it pulling or pushing? It doesn't matter. But gravity is always exerting a force on us, and it pulls everything down. So you're constantly having to do work, with your muscles to counteract gravity. And muscles, by pulling on the bone, strengthens the bone. Like, this is actually why it's important to do, weightlifting and other resistance training, because you actually kind of want to keep your bones strong. So, yeah. Water Lizard Doctor says, hello, space poop, that is all. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Oof. Can I put you down? No? You're like, this is awesome, Mom. This is awesome. Well, I'm gonna do Legos. No? You want to be the center of attention? Hey, Uncle Bill! So we had a raid from Rocket Sage, so we have a whole bunch of new people. It's a whole bunch of new people here, and I was talking about, my astronomy experience and the fact that I know way too much about most people about space toilets. And then I had to prove that I had a dog. So, we have Puck. All right, buddy, I'm going to put you down now, okay? So the ISS is constantly falling, and it's just falling. Oof. It's just falling and moving so fast that it's falling and hitting the Earth, which is how you get the microgravity. Oh, thank you, Water Lizard Doctor. So you're in free fall microgravity kind of thing. But yeah, there's nothing of that. Trillion H2O says, yep, she started talking space toilets and everyone left. Yeah. Do I really scare people with space toilets? Favorite human's friend. One of his friends, I'll even mention space toilets and he just rolls his eyes. My mother thinks I'm disgusting. So, yeah. Space toilets made me come here. Good. Neuropilot says, dumb story. My friend went up in a U2 trainer, rear seat, and the pilot was so constipated he couldn't fly. gas and cramps disabled him. They were going to divert, but made it back to Beale Air Force Base. She landed from the back seat, having flown the U-2 occasionally. That's not a dumb story. That's an amazing story. Yeah, holding the raid because we're talking about space toilets. Get your mom some of those butt bags for Christmas. I might have to make some. I have to, because I don't think they. I mean, I'm sure they make them, but they're probably considered government property. They're probably considered government property. I don't have enough bowls to sort the Legos, so yeah. Besides, I got Lego. I should probably show the raid what we were working on last time because I put it up already. So, we did silence all tonight, so the gang is pretty keen to learn, I think. Apollo bags are probably government property, like meals ready to eat or MREs are government property. So, my favorite human got me this for my birthday. I don't have enough bowls to sort all the Legos, so that's okay. So, my favorite human got me this for my birthday. We had it shipped to us rather than go to the physical Lego store. For those of you that couldn't quite make it out, it is the NASA Apollo 11 lunar lander. And it is, I think the set was $100. So, yeah. So that was like my most awesomest birthday present from my most favoritist human. So, alright. Okay. Night water lizard doctor or good day or whatever. Space MREs. Yeah, because you can get MRE parts from the same manufacturer. So I imagine you could get space food from the same manufacturer you sold to the thing. You made a Lego model of Bennu and you haven't shared the parts list or the pictures or the schematics or anything on Discord? Oh man. Was it made out of all black bricks? Bennu is really, really dark. Really, really dark. Like, there's a microbrewery in Arizona that worked with scientists that work on Osiris-Rex to brew. They brewed a couple beers for Osiris-Rex. One was when Osiris-Rex launched, and one was an arrival, and the stout is the same darkness of the surface of Bennu. It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, it's a joke. See my previous comment. Oh, when I made mine, I opened all the bags and poured all the Lego into one big chaotic pile. I get it. Oh, okay, Neuropilot. I'm gonna have to look into that because I deal with fussy children occasionally. Alright. So I put the base up already in a place where the cat won't get it. But this is the base that I did last time. Move my head. It has a little... I'm not used to working with the overhead camera. So there's a little placard here that says Apollo Lunar Lander. We have our little astronaut dude. The thing doesn't really slide. And the flag, which is all the way back here because I'm afraid it'll get knocked over. Fussy or foster? Fussy. I do not have foster kids. My sister has 2 kids, and I occasionally deal with them. Salutes the Lego flags. Yeah, and I still have a bunch of stickers, too. So, puppies and espressos. Yeah. My niece really likes the cat. Like, she'll stand at the bottom of the stairs and just call for the cat. And, my nephew likes my computer and the PlayStation and the TV and the fact that he can play on his iPad all night and stay awake all night. I got to keep him a second night for that. I have learned my lesson. Alright, so we're just going to put all these really small pieces all in one bowl. And this is just literally so they don't fall everywhere over my table. Because I don't trust myself. Guests and foster kids too. It is a really cool Lego set. I am very excited about this. And it has like 4 different parts or bags. So I'm only gonna do 1 set at a time, and I did this pretty unannouncedly. Look at me Englishing. I started the stream unannounced tonight. So I'm thinking we either have, this will be fun. We either have 30 minutes before Favorite Human gets home, or we have an hour and a half. The town says you need to give the kids a monster to split before sending them home. I may or may not have caffeinated my nephew once or twice. So, oh no. It's the black pieces I'm really worried about because my desk is black. So those definitely do have to go in something. Yeah, that totally does work. Oh, Wicked Wonder. I used to do a bunch of gardening. I didn't do any gardening this year. Like, I even bought seeds. Me, telling kids not to stay up all night. Also me, watches someone in America make a lunar lander at 4 a.m. Aww. It's funny because my nephew's on Steam, and I can see when he's playing games, right? And he'll be up at 3, 4 in the morning, and I'm like, why are you awake? Okay, I have a towel over here that you can't see that I'm just gonna put the rest of these pieces on. So we need to start building. Does Favorite Human know you are out with us tonight? No. No. And for those of you that are new, my computer desk is right next to the front door. Literally. So Favorite Human is called Legs sometimes, or Mr. Legs, and he, when I have Doggo Cam set up, and yeah, he'll just walk right across it. As a joke, my friend's foster kid and her other kids sent the foster kid's mom a photo of both kids wearing their spacesuits with helmets. Oh my. Erin and Wallaby says, but in my defense, I get home at like 1:30 to 2 a.m. So yeah, I can relate to that. Favorite Human usually gets home late. So it wants a piece that I probably buried in here. Or set aside somewhere. Ha ha ha, look at me already losing pieces. Oh wait, here it is. Well, there was an attempt. Get back in there. And all my other bowls are, like, black. So I would definitely be losing black pieces in a black bowl. Okay. Come on, get in there. I think I felt one fall out. We'll find out later if I lost any pieces. It is hard to go straight to bed. Like, Favorite Human's going to come home. You had me pull this out, and then you're like, just do something with it, human. Like, he'll come home, and then he'll be up until at least 2 a.m., I think. Rhythm Wallaby says, look at my wall of sorted Lego bricks. They kind of gave me a hard time about that last time that I took time to sort. Like, we watched her sort for so long. Like, well, it's easier to do it if you sort. I need a white bowl just for my black Lego pieces. I know. Crapgrass is, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad Vinegar took care of it. I'm much more of a fan of, like, having pretty little flowers in my lawn. So. Alright, it said I did the, I'm supposed to do this 4 times. The judges tend to get pretty annoyed when the parents forget to visit their kid in foster care. The process will take years to figure out. Yeah, I used to babysit for a woman who was a foster mom, and some of the foster kids she had for a really long time, and some she didn't have for so long. So Oh yeah, Miss Town, you're marking Bennu maps. So if Mike Cassidy is still here, first of all, shout out to Mike Cassidy because he has marked over 1,000 images, and I think it's been less than 18. It's been about 18 people. Oh my gosh, 18 people to to mark more than 1,000 images. And he's one of 4 email addresses that don't have .gov or .edu at the end, so he might be one of like 4 civilians. So he is my citizen scientist hero right now, and he is still chugging along. He really is. The judge got so angry he almost sent marshals to arrest her. Oh my. Oh my. Oh wait, I forgot to turn it. Ah! As a reminder, I'm doing this sober tonight. So yeah, Mike Cassidy is totally my, oops. There was Veronica. Veronica was asking what these were. I'll put it here too. Ugh, why? So this is a LEGO pry apart tool. And I realized I put these on wrong, because these are very much a pain to take off with just your fingernails. So use some physics here. Pull back, just like that. Little lever, and there it goes. Yeah, just like that. That is what they are here for. I'm gonna dig for all, nope, not that tiny part. Let's see, you need that, and that. So, and my nephew's mom, which is not my nephew's mom. So my nephew lives with his mom, his other mom, in a city that's like 3.5 to 4 hours away, and he's got, his stepdad and his mom are foster parents to his cousin, and it's kind of sad because like little girl's dad keeps telling her that he'll get her back soon, and we're all like, yeah, no. Not every Lego set comes with a Lego plier. These come with larger Lego sets, so if you're getting a set that's pretty large, I want to say over 500 pieces, you will for sure get one of these. Smaller sets don't come with them. So yeah. They keep telling her that, or the little girl's dad keeps telling her that he is going to get custody of her again. And the system in Ohio is set up so that, you know, the biological parents get a whole lot of chances, and he keeps not doing the things. So it's kind of sad. It's really sad for the kid. Hey, hello from Wisconsin. I remember summers in Wisconsin. I know where Sun Prairie is. And Racine. Where else have I been in Wisconsin? Those are the 2 places I can think of off the top of my head that I have for sure been in multiple times in Wisconsin. Janesville. That sounds familiar. That indeed sounds familiar. So yeah, somebody asked how many images were total, and total there were 4,509, and right now there are cheese curds. Cheese curds in Wisconsin are amazing. Right now there are 2,066 images remaining, and each of those 2,066 images remaining needs 15 people to mark them. So yeah, cheese curds. Yeah, if you had cheese curds, you totally could make poutine. But oh, another friend is in the 9 to 10 months in the 2-year process to get permanent care of her 2 foster kids. Oh wow. Hey, thanks for the follow. My dogs, normally for follows, my dogs would get treats. But doggy cam is my overhead cam. So, hey Puck, can you come here so you can be cute for everybody on camera again? Come on. He's like, I don't want to, Mom. I don't want to. He's not moving. So, yeah, don't eat too many cheese curds. That is a wonderful way to, it's a wonderful way to prepare for space flight. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's a wonderful way to prepare for space flight. It is for me anyways. Gives the Lego model Cheerios. I mean, I could, but then I'd have Legos and Cheerios all over my desk, and yeah. One of my cousins became a foster parent, and she got permanent custody of both of the kids. And then they were still going to high school with, or to, not to high school, but they were still going to school with their biological cousins. And the girl's biological mom got pregnant again, and the little girl freaked out and was like, oh my god, who's going to take care of this baby? Because she was not even out of elementary school, and she was used to taking care of her younger brother. So yeah, foster care is an amazing thing for the kids that need it. So, used to get fresh ones from near Spring Green. Yeah, I think I'd have to go to a dairy farm to get really fresh cheese curds. So the funny story about my dogs and Legos. So you know the smaller Lego sets that are packaged in plastic like this? In poly bags, as the word goes. Tinker knows that food is in poly bags. Usually, like, candy is in poly bags. Tinker has separation anxiety. She's my little dachshund that's probably sitting on the couch behind me, behind the green screen. And she gets separation anxiety, and she's a panic eater. Yes, this exists in dogs. So when I used to leave my school bag on the ground, like, and we went out to go eat whatever at a restaurant, she would get into my school bag, dig through it, find whatever candy or snacks, energy bars, anything I had in there. She'd dig that out, eat it, and she would open the package. Well, once I had a couple poly bags of Legos in there for my nephew, and she tore it open and chewed up Legos. So then I had to tell my nephew that, sorry, the dog ate Christmas present. So yeah, she's an interesting little dog. There's a reason why my trash can has a lock. There's a reason why I have a crate. The dog is not crated because I am mean. The dog is crated for her own safety. The last time I went and visited Dr. Pamela, for the other big celebration stream we did, oh, she's in the crate. Yeah, you know I'm talking about you, huh? She ate an entire chocolate bar that I thought I had left out of her reach. No, this little dog will climb onto things. Oh, I think it was on top of my computer desk. She climbed somehow on top of my computer desk and ate the entire chocolate bar. She's fine. She puked. Favorite human was panicked though. And she does not like it when I leave. She likes favorite human, but she doesn't like him enough that when I leave, she's okay. But yeah, she was really freaking out hard, and she ate the entire chocolate bar. She's fine. No, she cannot have chocolate, but that is one of her favorite foods. She loves chocolate. I don't give it to her. She gets into it. It's usually okay. Usually they just get sick. It can be really bad. But, I can't do a whole lot when I'm not here. So, I think the next time I travel to Dr. Pamela's, I'm thinking I'm taking a dachshund with me. She is too small to have chocolate, and she does it anyways. Alright, night, random wallaby. I hope you get some rest. Yeah, she should not have had the chocolate, but yeah, I think the next time I go to visit Dr. Pamela, I'm taking a dachshund because I can't trust her. I cannot trust her. Which makes me very sad, but, you know, very aware at the same time of her own limitations. So, yeah. Oof, oof, oof. Come on. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to have to because I can't find the one piece I'm looking for. Yeah, she's going to get to visit Stella and Eddie. So, Tinker is like Puck's litmus test for everything. If people are okay, like if Tinker says people are okay, Puck's okay with those people. If Tinker says other dogs are okay, which she usually doesn't. She usually doesn't care for other dogs. She usually doesn't care for other dogs. But Tinker essentially is Puck's way of knowing if things are okay. Setting it up and breaking it down, but can't do the alignment yet. My skies aren't dark until late AF. Yeah, that's the problem with summer, huh? That's totally the problem with summer. So do I just kind of push these like here? I think this is what it's telling me to do. Oh no, it goes under. Okay, I see. Neuropilot says my friend fed a baby bear chocolate milk in her bottle. That's not okay. Don't feed wild animals unless you're a trained professional. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Hey, more black bits. We've had 2 birds stuck in the house. 2 birds? No, 3 birds stuck in the house so far this summer. So I'm thinking, I know how 2 of them got in, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have to get someone to look at. Oh my goodness, get back here. Look at getting my chimney sealed off. Yeah, yeah. Puck had a baby bird, which I put outside. And I don't know how he had the baby bird. I'm assuming he had the baby bird. Or, yeah, because there's no way it should have been where it was. And then 2 other birds came down my chimney. And Favorite Human is not used to this, and it's kind of hilarious when it happens, because he's all like, where's the bird? What do I do? What do I do? And I'm like, just open doors and windows. It's fine. It's fine. He was just trying to tweet something. Alright. Really? These little bowls are awesome for, like, individual servings of yogurt. Apparently not so awesome for me finding the tiny pieces I need. Did he sneak the bird in? I think the bird... Here's my hypothesis of how the baby bird got in the house. I have a doggy door. So my dogs can come and go as they please. It's awesome. It allows me to be super lazy. So it's awesome that way. It's awesome another way that if I'm gone all day, I don't have to worry about them, you know... I don't usually have to worry about them messing in the house unless it rains, because Tinkerbell's a priss. And all right, let me do these bits before I try hunting for that last piece. So theory number 1 is that the baby bird somehow was in the backyard. And baby bird got picked up by Puck and carried in through the doggy door. I mean, that's one very reasonable explanation. The other theory I have is that the baby bird fell down into the chimney and somebody was able to pull it out and put it in the kitchen, but that's not my favorite theory. The other theory I have is that the baby bird somehow managed to fly through the doggy door, because that can be a thing that happens. So my money is on Puck bringing it in. I've had cats that lived at the house, like young cats that learned how to use the doggy door, and they would bring in like live cicadas and mice and things of that nature. So this is not something unheard of, and I know it wasn't my cat that did that because he doesn't use the doggy door. I've tried. His interest in the outdoors is like enough for him to like go out, sniff a few things, and then come back in. Maybe the bird was riding the dog. Maybe. I mean, you never know, right? Oh, I missed a few bits. Okay. I have to find these teeny tiny pieces. I was like, why does this not look right compared to the thing? So, kind of funny. Bitcoin mining on Apollo guidance. Oh my goodness. Hey, Apollo B. Yeah, it is Insomniac hour for some people. For other people, you know, it could be the middle of the day. Okay, I give up on sorting because... Oh, no. Where'd you go? Okay, get back here. Okay, maybe I don't totally give up on sorting. Yeah, the little ones are staying in the jar. Bowl, whatever. Okay. It's the last thing Puck got up all excited. He's like, are you okay, Mom? Mom, are you okay? Or Jack Russell tries to ride the collie. Oh my. I will have to read that later, Kerbal. But just the headline is kind of hilarious. You okay, bud? Yeah, are you okay? You're making a whole bunch of noise over there. He's just chilling in front of the door. I bought him this nice dog bed for streams. He doesn't lay on it. He's just like, I just want to lay against the door. I think it's because it's summer and it's so hot. Okay. Aww. Occasionally brings baby tigers and bears home for the kids. Bigger ones stay at the animal care place or on the airbase before they get flown to a sanctuary. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know if they're nesting in the chimney or just by the chimney, but, you know, 2 birds in one season is definitely enough cause for me to pay somebody to get up on the roof to go look at it. Because I'm not climbing up on the roof. I don't even have the right ladder. Oh, here's the other one I was looking for. Okay, where do these go? These go here. And my dad's in no shape to be climbing. The collie if the collie enjoys it, I really can't complain. Stay off the roof. Yeah, no. I know my homeowner's insurance definitely would not cover me doing stuff on the roof. Why were you on the roof? To get the birds out? Oh, no. We can afford to pay for somebody to come and do all of that. See, ladders are something that I usually call my dad in for, but Dad's had knee surgery, and knee surgery hasn't gone well, and he goes tomorrow, in fact, for more knee surgery. The she shed is covered. I don't even know if no, my shed's not covered. My garage isn't covered. My shed's not covered. No, none of that's covered. Yeah, his knee replacement did not... He ended up with a bunch of inflammation. They've shot him with gamma radiation. They've pulled fluid. The fluid is not pus. It's, I don't know if it's blood because I don't go with them. I don't know what's going on, but he's essentially getting his whole knee replacement redone. Non-native bears? Oh, because they're being transported. Yeah, that was the joke, Pranor, with my niece, is that, you know, Grandpa was the Hulk. Because I think she had just seen the Avengers. It's like, Grandpa's the Hulk. Nuh-uh. We tried that with the nephew, too. He didn't buy it. He's too old. But the niece has been funny with all of his doctor appointments because she'll go and she's very interested in wounds for whatever reason. She's 4, by the way. She's very interested in wounds. And, like, she wants to get all up in there. She wants to look at your wound every day. If she knows you have it doesn't matter where it is on your body or how bad the wound is, she wants to see it. She has this fascination with them. So, the joke is that she's going to be a doctor. But yeah, she's fascinated by wounds, so like she'll be with them in the doctor's office, and you know, doctor will be doing whatever with Dad's knee, and she's all trying to look at everything. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay, little one. You don't have to be this involved. She thinks she does. So come on, tiny piece. In theory, you sort so you don't have to dig like this, but I guess this is half the fun of doing Lego, huh? Say, it better not have been one of the pieces that got away from me. Alright. Oh, you think she's a future forensic scientist? We don't know where she gets it from. She always wants to see the boo-boo. Welcome to Tiger Airlines. Please relax and keep your claws away from the exits. That is hilarious. I never would have guessed that we transported, you know, wild animals on, you know, Air Force flights, but I guess it has to be done somehow. Yeah, we, I think my family and the family doctor went specifically for Dr. A because she was in a doctor's office, and B because we don't want to step into that gender stereotype that, oh, DoD contractor. See? Good clarification, because I saw Air Force Base and I'm like, Air Force planes? What? But that makes sense. But yeah, because we were trying to stay away from the gender stereotyping. We're very conscious of that with her. So we don't want to feel like she's boxed in. She wants to be a doctor, she can be a doctor. But I also realize that sometimes people take it too far and take away, you know, like options like being a wound care nurse. They have wide latitude with what they can do with their aircraft. Wow. Yeah, wound pumps are no joke. Oh my. They really are no joke. Oh, I needed more of the little alloy thingies. I've seen them in action, but 2.5 years, wow. Wow. That's a lot. And now I'm looking at this like I think I messed it up, but that's okay because this one's easy to fix. There we go. 2.5 years. Did it help? Usually they help. I think it would be cool if my little niece became a wound care nurse. But, you know, with her being that young, it's sometimes tricky to explain. Yeah, hey, you can go into specializing in dealing... Actually, no, it's not that difficult. I could say, hey, when you grow up, you can specialize in treating boo-boos. There, no gender at all. Usually infectious disease specialist. Yeah. It healed up, and then she died the day I got home from the hospital. Wow. Mercy Hospital? They must be a whole big conglomerate chain, because that's also one of the hospital corporations here. Unless you're talking about, like, Mercy, Wisconsin. Which, I don't know if there is a Mercy, Wisconsin. Friend's staff assistant, she had a doctor play. You're a nurse, weak, gender BS. An army combat nurse who got the DFC for flying a battle-damaged helo into a safe, forced landing. Damn. Okay, only extends into Rockford, Illinois. Okay. You're only a nurse. What do you know? I'm like, nurses know a lot. Nurses know a lot. Wisconsin, Wisconsin and part of Illinois. Okay. It's always the teeny tiny parts that I'm missing. Her call sign is Samson from Avatar. Isn't that I'm not sure if I'm allowed to swear. Isn't that kick butt female pilot that went rogue with the other ones when they were trying to work things out with the tribe? I think it is. Alright, I give up. I give up. Part of me is like, I should just unfold this towel more so bits don't roll around. Alright. Hashtag there was an attempt. The towel's probably... My mom's nurses saved her a bunch. Yeah. Favorite human's mom is a nurse. And no joke, if it's anything like beyond the usual, you know, cuts and scratches, like he'll be on the phone with her like, hey, what should we do? And usually her answer is the same as mine. We go to the frickin' clinic. Or if it's something minor, she'll have us stop by first before we go and spend money. Yep, twice as ironic as this pilot has been shot down twice in combat, including the incident that eventually got her the DFC. Wow. Aww. Favorite nurse when you were having strokes was from Ukraine. She's quite popular there now. Good. Good for her. Alright. I am still going to use the bowls. Look at this. I'll pull out the bigger pieces that don't need to be on the thing, because I'm still looking for, like, literally just a few small pieces. I've had mixed experience with nurses. I had a military ER nurse not be very sympathetic to mental health. But, like, dealing with nurses in their own speciality has always been amazing. Always been amazing. You know what? That other piece will turn up. As in, like, right now. First one was on Christmas Eve in 2013. That was sad and scary. Yeah. That's more than mildly terrifying. You at least knew that what was happening and to get help right away, right? And I'm glad you're doing okay. Oh, there is something I have to show you guys. So now that I have this step, I had a doctor do that to me once and he regretted that and got chewed by many others. Good, good. So there is something I meant to show you guys. Excuse me. Let me see if I can get it up, because I have been working on something. Find it. Where is it? I have been working on something over the weekend because Open original. Make this full screen, and I think I should be flipping it over. Good. I'm glad you're on good drugs. So let me hide this thing. Where is it? Okay. So this is what I want to show you guys. This is what I've been working on. It looks a little funky on the screen, but you'll get the whole gist of it. It's simply because I have everything set up for mapping Bennu, quite frankly. So yeah, I've been working over the weekend, pulling data and so on and so forth. And I have found a way to essentially automate making personalized certificates for everybody that's participated in the Bennu Mappers project. Literally everybody. I am pulling the data out of the database, putting it into Excel, and from Excel I'm doing a mail merge into Word. And once I have Outlook set up, it will be an email mail merge, and I can then email out these certificates. So it's a certificate of appreciation. It will have your name, and it'll be personalized by that and how many images you've marked. And it says Bennu Mappers. So the whole thing says, because I have it personalized for me, it says Certificate of Appreciation. Annie Wilson is thanked for their phenomenal participation by marking 44 images on Bennu Mappers, presented by CosmoQuest and Osiris Rex teams. And on this day, and I just put today's date, which is July 8th, 2019. The good news is that if you live in a country that does A4, I found out a way in Word to have 2 different page sizes in the same document. So the first page is the US letter sized, I'm sorry, and the second page is A4. So yeah, instead of being like, oh no, what size, thing do you want? I've made it so you get both. So yeah, I wanted to show you this. Yeah. So yeah, it'll look something like this. I felt like because this was such a big project, even though like Kerbal says, I've only done 17, that's okay. There are a lot of people that have only done 1. And you want to know what? Even the people that have done 1 are going to get a certificate. So everybody is getting a certificate. It will take, hey, thanks for the sub. I really do want to throw Cheerios at the dogs. The dogs are pretty much sleeping. So I did want to make sure that everybody got a certificate. So everybody is going to get a certificate. And I'm still thinking about doing major milestone special certificates, but those are going to take a tiny bit more effort because I don't know how I'm going to make those up yet. But yeah, these are Dr. Pamela approved. And yeah, everybody's getting a certificate, even the people that have only marked a single image, because they helped too. They really did. So back to the Lego. I just wanted to share that before I totally forgot, because I'm like, there was a reason I was streaming tonight. Wasn't there? Wasn't there? Yeah, it was to show off the certificate. So I feel like I need to have that up. I'm going to keep that up open in case somebody's like, what's going on? But I will share that image in Discord later, because like all the mods have seen it. But I will share this later for everybody so everybody can see what's happening. So this is all, the certificate is something that's been kind of tossed around in my mind. And I had somebody that was essentially like, how are you going to recognize everybody's participation? I'm like, well, a certificate would be awesome. People like certificates. So, if I send you a digital copy, you can do whatever you want with it. You can print it out, put it in a frame. You just keep it in your I Feel Good folder. All of that other stuff. So, Neuropilot says, my friend Tiger, she is a DCIS agent and qualified paramedic. She's brought in at-risk service members. If the attending Psychiatrist blows her off. She'll call the CO, that's commanding officer, recommend an Article 15 NJP, which I don't remember what NJP means, but Article 15s aren't good. Or Article 32 court-martial for disobeying orders. Yeah, literally legal action for being blown off. Doctorate. What do you mean doctorate? Doctorate to make it say that you did more images? I mean, part of me is like, that's on you. Which is also why I want to make the more milestone-y images, or milestone-y certificates, because there are not enough words in the world to thank, you know, our citizen science heroes like Mike Cassidy, who is just, you know, a regular dude sitting at home on his computer for hours. And if you haven't done a Bennu image before, I encourage you to do it. Just do one. I will be happy if you do 5, but if you can manage to do 1, that would be amazing. Because the images can take forever to mark individually. So yeah, Mike just has been banging these images out. Do themed thresholds like Sage's hours watched. Okay, I'll have to look at that. Because I don't know if I can do like personalized in Twitch rewards. I know I can do like Discord roles to make their name change color. Things of that nature. Bad Panda Bear says, I'm doing one now. I've determined that there are too many rocks in the universe. There are. And I know some people are to the point where they're just hate mapping Bennu. And if you're hate mapping Bennu, that's okay. It's okay to hate map Bennu. Isn't that right, Puck? Now that you came back and joined us. Do you want to come up and say hi again? I'll give you a rock cake. You can't get in the crate. She's in the crate. She's in the crate. You're stepping on the dog. There's a one dog limit. Come here. Come on. Oof. Oh, okay. Astro B says, I think I'm going to go learn from Kit Boga for a little while. Need to know. Hey, you know, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for, you know, chilling with us. Boulders get marked on their widest axis. So wherever they're wider is how they get. That's where you draw the line. To the widest point. Like if you're drawing a rectangle, or imagine the boulders are rectangles or ovals, and literally whichever the line direction goes, so that the line is the longest. I hope that makes sense. That makes sense? Would you like one of these? Yeah. You would like one of those. They're that good, huh? This town says, there, I hate mapped. Yeah. Yeah, longest line possible is what is a good way to put it. I joke, but I often have 4 tabs open for streams. Hey, whatever works. Yeah. Your cuteness is a little off stream. I don't have any more. Oh. Okay. Was it good? It was good. Okay. I'm gonna eat the rest of the one. Go on. I'm gonna put you down now, okay? He's like, no, scratch my belly. Okay. I can't finish the Lego. Look at all these pieces I have to do. And we have like 45 minutes before favorite human gets home. Gotta focus, gotta buckle down. Ay. So are these the right pieces? So I did that, so now I'm on this. Okay. And I do that times 2. Okay. 4 tabs for the same stream open alone. Oh my. You trying to help us boost our view rates, huh? I appreciate that. You like that echo, huh? What's the worst is that when I forget to mute on the dashboard and I get, you know, echoes, infinite echoes of myself, and everybody's like, da 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 da. I'm like, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is, guys. Yeah. You forgot you had the tab open in another window. Oh my. Oh my, look at me yawning already. Come on, where are those tiny pieces? Tinker's decided to step out of her crate and sniff for bits. Or sniff for things. Fill a window with tabs, give up, move on to a new window. I know that. I know that feel. So, Veronica Cure had suggested for our halfway party that I make rock cakes. This is a rock cake. The dog also knows what rock cake means, and it is a British tea time treat that I have essentially took a couple recipes, mashed them together, customized things. I essentially added spices and swapped out, you know, raisins for dried cherries because you essentially wanted dried fruit in the recipe. It didn't have to be dried currants, dried raisins, and you can't buy dried currants in Walmart in Youngstown. So we went with dried cherries, and they're amazing. They're amazing. Dried apricots. I thought about it. I don't think that's a thing Favorite Human eats because he's worried about allergies. So like he doesn't like raisins, and I have to be careful with what I bake because I used to do a lot of baking with almond flour. It's delicious. Almond flour is amazing. And it's essentially just ground up almonds, but he's allergic and that would kill him. So if you're watching that stream and you're wondering why he was a little unsure of what, you know, I was giving him, it was because he was literally trying to figure out if it had almond flour in it. Ooh, dried pineapple would be good. Oh, all these amazing ideas. Alright, I think that's the right piece. A lot of little detail stuff. Dried pineapple would be amazing. And boom. I realized with the book it's kind of hard to see what's going on because there's so much activity. So this is what I got so far. I guess this is supposed to be the base of the lander. And it's just got twofold symmetry. If you were to fold it in half, it's symmetrical that way. Simpson spends time at MCB Quantico as an agent, but always gets flack for not having her flight suit to Marine standards or her hair to Marine standards. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I could imagine that. I could imagine that. Okay, so this goes here. This week she is wearing a Marine uniform as an instructor. Is she like a Marine civilian or is she a Marine? Because I remember being weirded out in Kuwait by the civilians, because there were a couple times, like base-wide, for whatever reason, that it's Major Sampson. She's Army Reserve, technically. Oh my. Oh my. And she's wearing a Marine uniform. Oh my. That's kind of hilarious. But there were Army civilians that, you know, their thing said civilians. Her NCIS rank is whatever they say it is. Fair. But it just had like civilian, it says U.S. civilian instead of like U.S. Army, and I always remembering looking at the women and being like, what? Because their hair was all down and loose, like the boots or the trousers wouldn't be bloused into the boots, and I was always like, what is wrong with y'all? Get your act together. Wicked Wonder makes a very angry emoticon. What was the angry emoticon for? Because their hair was all over, and I was like, what? Let me tell you, for the longest time after my deployment, men with long hair and beards really freaked me out because I had gone so long without seeing them. And it was just one of those things that stood out to me. Oh, 'cause Demon Machine? What's Demon Machine doing? Only one I remember. Yeah. Okay, there's a really weird one that has a bunch of holes. Hey, there we go. Just like that. 2,064 images of remaining. I'm off for a bit. Have a good rest of stream. Have a good evening, Veronica. For the recent diva, 9-year-old's mom got arrested for disorderly conduct assaulting a federal officer incident. She got authorized to a 1-star rank for the case. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, Demon Machine is in Brain Bites. He is part of the Brain Bites team. Well, have a good evening, Veronica. I know you're like 3 hours behind me, so yeah, have a good rest of your evening. If you haven't had dinner yet, hope you have a good dinner. And we are going to try to bang out as much as we can. Because Favorite Humans can come home and be like, are you streaming? And be like, yes. Of course I'm streaming, honey. You're not home. Oh, he's a good sport about it all. What? She got authorized to be a 1-star for the case. Wow. So, all y'all remember how I said I had a cat? It was not a baby you heard, it was the cat. He may or may not decide to make an appearance. Yeah, 1-star general. Kerbal says, my dad, Air Force civil engineer, deployed to the Middle East, various countries. He was with Army guys, so he went to their trainings and wore that uniform. That actually makes sense. It kind of actually does make sense. Diva's dad was a colonel on administrative leave pending possible UCMJ. So they made her a 1-star general for the investigation because that's essentially the next step up from a full-road colonel. Administrative leave pending possible UCMJ is not a good thing. UCMJ is essentially military law. And yeah. You don't want to mess with that at all. Okay. Just making sure I have the right color thing. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on that you don't hear about, that you don't need to hear about, simply because it's just not... It doesn't portray the armed forces in a positive light. And we're all about essentially all about the maintaining a positive image. So Diva said, my dad's a colonel. The NCIS investigator replied with, or NCIS said, I'm NCIS, I don't care. It doesn't matter. And yes, pulling rank of, your spouse/family members is a thing that happens. And no, their rank does not apply to you. At all. At freaking all. I've heard of military spouses get upset when they're not saluted because, their spouses, the spouse that's in the military is, you know, a ranking officer and has to be saluted when the car comes in the gate, and, you know, they may or may not gotta salute. She got her DCF, a second one by Secretary of Defense Mattis personally. Oh, wow. That is, as the kids would say, pretty baller. Wait, is that even what the kids say anymore? I don't even know. Diva's mom, though, was big mad. I think I used that right. I don't have someone here younger to correct me. Alright, so, you know, a nice looking skeleton. We're getting there. I don't know how many parts there are. Oh, there are actual instructions here on the page that say click, click. Yeah, the kids do say Big Mad. Big Mad, low key. Big Mad is like big anything. Is like big just means really, and low key means a couple different things. So yeah, the instructions literally say click, click. I wanted to share that. My friend hates the Knives Club who avoid her and her husband, a captain, unless they want something. Yeah, I was in that weird position where I was a mil spouse that had been in the military, and I was a mil spouse that had recently gotten out of the military and was definitely disabled. Like, should not have been doing, or like, I don't know how to word this. Was really disabled and probably should not have been at family readiness group meetings with a bunch of screaming children. But I was. And yeah, I essentially did not socialize or anything. I just stayed at home. We didn't live on post, so it wasn't easy for people to come and like be like, hey, how you doing? For the record, I love my niece and nephew. Before anybody's like, Binary Blaze says she doesn't like kids. No, that was not a good time to be around screaming children. Yeah. Anyways, where's those pieces? These pieces are too big. Are they over here? They might be over here. Yeah. I'm happy being a civilian. Because, for those of you that have never been in the military, did you know that one of their favorite ways to celebrate holidays is by going on group runs? Not a day off. A day to sleep in. A day, you know, where you can just chill and do whatever you want. You don't have to like report to work or, you know, see your coworkers if you don't want to. No. Did you know it starts with a group run? I'll just let that simmer for a moment. So, Wicked Wonder says, I detect a saint in your soul. Yeah, I think one of the other soldiers thought I was going to like get up and hit the kid. And I was like, no, I just got up and like left the room essentially. But I guess the kid was screaming and annoying other people during the meeting too. And I'm like, there's a whole lot to be said by, you're the soldier, you have to be there. I'm not. I don't. And yes, I hate running too. In fact, that is, I know it is the cheapest way to like, aside from walking, to like really, you know, get a good workout. I'd rather just walk. Running hurts. How did I do this? Are they under other things? Are they in this and I just skipped over them? Oh, they're in this and I skipped over them. because I only need to do 2 of those. I know, I hear you, kitty. Do you want to come here and see everybody else? And jump up on the desk and ruin all my Legos? It's almost like he does this. I have a feeling he's hungry. One rule, the major can't be ordered to run personal errands by anyone without her boss, 3-star retired permission, or by an officer above 3 stars without special authorization. I like that rule. 3-star general or above. I like that rule. I like that rule. Because, yeah. Major is, I'm trying to think of it. Oh, 4? Major's 04. So, kinda high up there. Generals kind of get a little wonky. Wicked Wonder says, I didn't make it through Navy boot camp for health reasons, and I helped many get through the mile PT thing by chanting. They told me to stop, but I kept going because I was just going to snap if I didn't finish. Yeah. Yeah, I was like that too in basic. I would, you know, tell the person, usually female, in front of me, you know, keep going, you got this, you got this, you got this. But I wasn't ever told to stop. I was... You know, they were usually like, thank you, that helped me get through it. And in hindsight, like, it wasn't all for them, it was for me too. So, a colonel on the Department Secretary of Defense staff got in deep trouble for attempting to order her around to run errands. You don't order a major around to run errands. What you're supposed to do is find some poor specialist or some poor private and be like, yo, go do this for me. And you don't order, you ask nicely. I mean, you could order, but still. Back spasm issues we didn't figure out for 40 years. Wow. Wow. There was there's one female in my basic training group that didn't know she had exercise-induced asthma until she got to basic. And yeah, she left. Yeah, the amazing things that you find out about your body when you're in basic training is kind of like, oh, I didn't realize that was broken. And you don't find it out until you really get doing all this exercise. All right, I don't need all of you cluttering up on that. Oof, oof, oof. I do remember coming home and just sleeping for days. Days. All right. So this goes here. I know it's kind of hard to see because I'm working with a bunch of little pieces, but we're getting close to this click part. All right. So this goes... Okay, I see where they click into. Yeah, you're right, Neuropilot. The rule is subordinates shouldn't run personal errands unless mission essential without due direct compensation. Correct. Like, it's one thing to say, hey, go get everybody's mail. And it's a different thing to say, hey, go get my mail. One thing to say, hey, one thing to say, hey, you know, take me to the DFAC, the dining facility. And another thing to say, hey, you know, take everybody to the DFAC. So if you're taking everybody, then, you know, at least everybody's eating. Hey, take this to the post office. Why isn't this clicking? It should be, it's the right number back. And it should click right into those things. Oh. Well then, that was a thing. And it came off. Why did that happen? Hold on. Did I forget something? I did. I did forget something. Look at me forgetting parts. Wicked Wonder says, we had a guy run like the wind all day but cried at night. Fibromyalgia, I think. But they got him out for some other things. But I have fibro now amongst many other things. Ouch. Yeah, he was probably in a lot of pain. Better forgetting than not finding. You guys are never going to let me live that down, are you? Be like, where's your beer tonight, Annie? Maybe I want to find all the pieces, guys. Maybe I want to Lego as fast as I can, guys. I was there was a guy that was like, what are you going to do? Discharge me? Yeah. Samson made waves. She was picking up a snap deployed SEALs Commander 05 kid from school. The school wouldn't let her, so she called in marshals, detained the pencil neck administrator, called the marshals, saying it was a matter of national security. Oh my. The guy that climbed a tree and wouldn't come down. I always wondered about the people that, you know, decided to go AWOL. Like, you know, they're not going to go out looking for you because they're not. You're just going to get pulled over for something stupid and you'll have a warrant out. Secretary of Defense did give those orders to pick up the kid. Or to say it was a matter of national security. Part of me is like, how in the world is that not considered a personal errand? But you want, it's probably best that I don't know. It's probably best I don't know. But oh wow. Provide maximum assistance to deployed personnel, especially if SNAP deployed. Oh shoot, yeah. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Yeah, you need to see, you know, your family before they leave, kind of thing. I got you. I got you. Especially if that's pretty much all they ask for. I just want to see my kid. Okay, you want to see your kid before you leave? We'll make that happen, sir. Because that is it's kind of a reasonable request. If you're just literally snap deploying, like picking up and leaving right there, asking to see your family before you go is a reasonable freaking request. It really is. Okay, that makes sense now. Oh my. Hey. Okay. I'm excited because we're running out of big parts, but I'm looking at the pile of small parts. He was on a jet somewhere in the Middle East. School said they needed both parents' authorization to pick her up from school. No, you don't. Not in this case. Like, ma'am, you don't understand. Yeah, I heard you, Kat. Again, are you going to come out and, you know, chill with us? I'm not sure what these are supposed to be. Oh, I didn't align them correctly either. So I just made these. I'm not sure what's happening. I think it's smooth side up. Yeah, the part must be over here somewhere. Maybe. It'll turn up. Yeah, they kind of do work for Secretary of Defense almost directly, huh? Oh, I guess there's no kinda about it. Look at all these big pieces disappearing. Oof. Alright. We got 30 minutes. I was a great floor and bell polisher, though. They begged me to stay. Aww. Bell polisher, though? This must be a Navy thing I don't know about. Alright, so I've made these things. And now they go on... Yeah, I bet they really do. Or I bet, you know, Deputy SecDef Norquist gets really annoyed by waste, fraud, and abuse. I mean, a lot of people higher up really do get annoyed. Some people that aren't as high up get annoyed by it too, but, you know, when you're lower enlisted, sometimes it's not something you have control over. You just watch other people do it and be like, seriously, seriously. Alright, that's what it looks like right now. Comptroller too, oh my. Oh, each main building had a bell. Okay, oh look, there's a little thing right here, up here, that says something. The lunar lander carried both fuel and an oxidizer to ignite the hypergolic fuels, since it was not possible to use fuel without an oxidizer in space. So that's what these must be, is the fuel and the oxygenators. From the cracks in the can, it was 1982. I was not even thought of yet. SecDef Mattis would do his own errands, like pick up dry cleaned uniforms and suits. That was actually probably a nice break for him if you think about it. Like, he got to go and do very mundane things and just not have to think about work for a little bit. That would be an amazing thing. Oh, I'm assuming everybody else is so quiet because they're marking Bennu. Mark Bennu. Alright, so we're going to do 2 of these. So I'm digging out parts. Oh, I don't have to dig out those. Those are over there. I know, Veronica, I think, had said that it was easier to mark when I was marking too. And I know I'm not marking, but I'm here for moral support. I'm here for moral support. Besides, I can't mark and build Lego, and I know you all want to see this Lego built, so yeah. We're building Lego. My dogs are like, what are you doing, Mom? What are you doing? Is there food involved? No, there's no food? Okay, we're just gonna sleep. Of course, they're gonna get really excited when Favorite Human comes home. Super excited. Well, good. I'm glad you're marking Kerbal. I realized I don't have any music on at all, and then I realized it would just feed back into the microphone. So here we are, no music at all. Just me going on and on and on. And yammering. But I guess this allows you all to listen to your own background music. Listen to what you want to listen to. Although I was pretty excited about that announcement that Dr. Pamela made today, that we can use a whole new library of music from the guy that did music for the Astronomy Cast and as well as Firefly. So that's going to be super cool. because I don't know about y'all. I can adjust voice meters so the sound goes to OBS but not your speakers. But what if I want to listen to it too? I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited about that. Ooh, all tough. I know, right? I know, right? Oh, it's okay. Everybody's just gonna laugh at me. I could also make it go through my speakers and not OBS. Haha. Did you think about that? I heard very excited pitter patters, and then they weren't as excited anymore. So I don't know what he was so excited about. So I have to do 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then more teeny tiny parts. I don't think about that because that's not what a sound guy would do. I know, right? Because really the only way for me to listen to music and have the music up at the same time is to have that earbud in, and I don't want to have the earbud in because then it gets everywhere on the camera and it just annoys me because it looks messy. Ay, ay, ay. So I found out also today, sorry Sound Tech, you're allowed to be sorry. So I also found out today that I get to do some more unexpected travel. Look at me getting all this travel in this year. PSI, you know, the people that are our host institution, you know, Planetary Science Institute, has an annual retreat, and because I'm not full-time, I didn't think they were going to pay for my funds or, you know, pay for me to go. And it turns out that somebody is paying for me to go, because I was told today to fill out forms to make my reservation happen. I'm like, oh, okay. So that's exciting. So I will get to see Sandlin. I haven't seen Sandlin since the AGU conference, which was in December. I'll get to see Dr. Mike. I will get to see Dr. Mike. Nice. Get to see Dr. Mike. It is Mike, right? I think it's Mike. I'm tired in my brain and names are failing me. See Sandlin, I'll get to see Dr. Pamela, I'll get to see other people on the PSI team that I haven't seen since forever. And because I essentially work from home, I don't get out a whole lot. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Yeah. Alright, there's a piece here that's not where it should be. Neuropilot says, my friends have the acting Secretary of the Air Force fly back seats sometimes or fronts, or have fly back seats sometimes or front seat. That's amazing. Is there a big rush for some people to just get all their flight hours in? Well, that's what I'm missing. Yeah, the outside is yucky. It's been humid and definitely tropical outside Youngstown lately. But it's really not good to be sitting inside all the time either. So I'm excited. I'm going to get to go out and see people. And there's that Bennu beer in Tucson that I'm really hoping I get to go, you know, have. Oh, you meant people on the outside. Yeah. I have to go deal with that tomorrow. Uh-oh. What did I forget? There it is. I see it. To do that tomorrow. Veronica doesn't know, but I might actually go to the post office tomorrow. Guess what? In the rare common sense move, the new Secretary of the Air Force was a civilian FA-18 pilot married to the former Intel CAO. What? What? That is wild. Because usually don't they just try to get people who have been in the Air Force? Yeah, you definitely want someone that knows their stuff. I think I hear a doggy making a bed. No, no, no. The doggy that makes noises is sleeping peacefully in her crate where she belongs. Yeah, you totally want somebody that knows their stuff. Alright, so 2 of those and 2 of these, which I guess they kind of do stand out on my desk. And there's a cat screaming, as he does. Wait, is there really nothing that goes under that? I guess not. I guess not. Oof. Part of me wants the cat to come all the way out here because I've been working on him eating his cat treat while he's on the desk. But if he comes out here right now and does that while I'm working with Lego, I am not going to be happy. So yeah, mixed feelings on that. Definitely mixed feelings on that. Oh, it must be Puck I'm hearing on the couch. Oof. That was weird. We're almost there. I mean, I keep saying that, and yet there's still so many pieces. Friends have a strained relationship with Intel, but get on pretty well with Barbara Barrett. Fly her sometimes. That's actually pretty cool. It is looking good. Ew. Those spun more than I was expecting them to. I'm doing things a little out of order. You know, because I can. Come on, come on, come on, come on, get in there. How you doing, Fluff? We've had the couch for over a year, and he's just now learning that he can lay on it by himself, which I find adorable. Yeah. So, okay, let me orient this correctly. Orient this one correctly. Story is not long after Finland bought F-8s as Finnish ambassador, she had a dogfight with their defense minister. What? Really? Dogfight is not literally dogs fighting each other, for those that are like WTF. It's talking about aerial fights in airplanes. Because I know English can be tricky sometimes. No air-to-air engagement, no weapons, obviously. Yes, that. I think that's a much better way to put it, is air-to-air engagement. Me, in my non-technical terms, be like, yeah, they were fighting, but they weren't fighting. Well, good. I'm glad you went to the fighting, or to the flying right away. I know we have some people who have English as their second language, and even though I don't have closed captions up, even though I really, really should have closed captions up, and I know I don't enunciate things very well, some people be like, what? What? Oh shoot, I forgot to do something for one of my friends. I'm gonna have to do it. I'll do it in the morning. I don't want to message her that late. Alright, so these are 2 pieces we just made. And now I'm trying to figure out where they... It's not entirely clear where they go on here. But they go on the corners with the red? Oh, I see. I see how they have it connecting. This is one of the most interesting ways I've seen things go together. So we're connecting it to the larger model using these red Lego bricks, which I know the color balance or white balance of this is off. But we're literally connecting these red bricks to these gray bricks right here, which is definitely an interesting way to put this together. Because I was all, how? And the book's like, just look. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Kerbal says, I went on a brewery tour yesterday with my parents. They hate IPAs. I love them. Did the brewery only do IPAs? So here's what we've got so far. Neuropilot says, Major Samson has a story about another kind of dogfighting. Let's just say damn near shot the humans. Well, yeah. Oh my. You can imagine why she could almost pass for a Marine the way she can shoot and engage in close quarters action. I know I never want to meet her in a dark alley unless she's on my side. They did a variety. Good. Good. Ooh. I had a chance to tour a brewery, but nephew didn't want to go. Flame Lord was being no fun. No amount of begging helped. Only later did I realize I could have bribed him. I'm in the basement, by the way. There's nothing wrong with being in the basement. I know in my parents' house, that's like literally the coolest place to be. What about touring KSC with the kids? So, we're in Ohio. KSC is Kennedy Space Center. We're in Ohio, so getting down to Florida is a challenge. Nephew is 12. Niece is 4. Glenn Space Center is probably more like it because that's in Cleveland. That's doable. I would love to go to Kennedy Space Center, and I think it's one of those things that I'd want to do first without him. I haven't done, like, I've had nephew overnight, but I haven't had the little one overnight, and I'm not ready to have her overnight. She's a lot of energy, and I don't think I could handle both at once. But yeah, KSC is basically, I've seen some of the images. It's amazing. She's 4. She's 4. She's a handful. She's a princess. She's not afraid to tell you. So yeah. Her moms took her on a road trip recently, and I don't know how they did it. Because actually I know how they did it. They probably gave her something to do, or they had a DVD player or something. So, but yeah. Oof. So the little one's a little too young to take to Florida. Yeah, Tiger Mom, Neuropilot says, Tiger Mom has a 7-year-old kid and she can be a handful if people don't do the things that the way she expects. Yeah, chloroform. No. No, the 12-year-old's pretty easygoing. The nephew's pretty easygoing. Like, he's also to the point where he doesn't need naps. She needs naps. So, Velcro wall. I mean, yeah. The bouncy things with Velcro, and just be like, here, bounce on this, and get stuck to the wall, and I just walk away. Yeah, I could see myself doing that. That's kind of mean. Wait, am I supposed to be doing 2 of these? Or am I just doing 2 by default? I'm doing 2 by default. It doesn't say to be doing 2. Well, I'll tear that apart later. Look at me screwing up. Velcro isn't mean, duct tape is mean. Yeah. No, I'm not ready to have her overnight. I'm not ready to take her to go do fun things without, you know, help. Because she's not easy. Falcon Heavy, one of the rare times they didn't land at KSC with VIP jet, because if anything went wrong, the launch could get scrubbed. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Yeah, that's my, oh, there's the other piece I'm looking for. Like, I'd love to take the kids down to see a launch, but like, nephew, Flame Lord doesn't get excited about it. He's like, okay. And I don't think because I think he doesn't really understand how major this is, that, you know, we're launching rockets again. Because this is so completely normal for him. And, like, I get that. I was that kid when I was in Florida and had a chance to see a shuttle launch. Was like, nah, we'll be tired. So, like, I get it. So I don't think he'd be super excited, but if KSC is like an amusement park, he might actually really enjoy it. Wicked Wonder says, I'm still excited about the moon landing 50 years ago. Yeah! So what I didn't find out till recently was that my dad, when he was a kid, went down to Florida, and there was a Saturn V vertical on the pad, and I'd have to do some digging to find out which mission it was for. But he was like, yeah, I remember seeing a Saturn V on the pad. He has complained countless times about never wanting to go to Disney World again. But, like, he had never mentioned the Saturn V before I said something about going down and seeing a launch. Ever. I'm like, to me, that's much more impressive than you complaining about how you never want to go to Disney again. So, Kerbal says, humans have been in space almost continuously almost my entire life. I'd have to do the math, but I'm thinking I might be the same way. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't tell me where to put it. It just essentially says, build this piece and set it aside. I've been to Disney once and I got lost. Or rather, I got separated. This was before everybody had cell phones. So I spent hours sitting in, because I did what you're supposed to do and sat in the nurse's office. The nurse at Disney's office, waiting for an adult to answer their cell phone and come get me. I'm not bitter. Oh, anyway. Do I have this right? I do. Okay. Oh. No, I do not have this right. Let's do this again. Flip it over. Now I'm doing it right. I could have went and enjoyed myself, and instead I spent hours sitting. It was hilarious. My friend's kids, the older two, they were 18, 19, I think, both with autism, and her neurotypical 16-year-old and a younger girl with autism. They took them to Disney, and the VIP guide couldn't understand why they were so disinterested. Asked them, does anything excite them? Yes, a pair of Falcon Heavy boosters. Yeah. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. Yeah. I hear the train. Oh, it's 11:40. He must have gone to the store. Let's not panic together. Okay. Also, I'm kind of not entirely upset that he isn't home right away, because this gives me more time to finish. Alright, so this is kind of weird. I'll panic for you. No, I'm not going to panic. He's probably fine. Excuse me. He's probably fine. He might have gone to the store. Which is not totally unheard of. Okay, and now this part goes with this part. Even the VIP section with the admirals, generals, and some kids erupted in cheers. Well, yeah! Part of me is like, well, duh. Of course it did. Okay, and then 2 of these bits. My friend joked that there were more admirals in general at that event than for decades. I believe it. Everybody's like, hey, you want to go see this? And be like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. And then, you know, all kind of sneakily, by sneakily not taking the obvious VIP transportation in. So this, like, folds. It's interesting. I find it interesting how it folds. I'm not sure why it folds. So now we got to figure out. So the cameras in quadrant 4 filmed Armstrong as he climbed down the ladder and placed his foot on the moon. So this must be quadrant 4. Oh, I'm missing one piece. Of course I am. Oh, we're not even done with this. It got me all excited thinking that we were done. Of course we're not done with this part. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. The pieces are disappearing. I am excited. I am super excited. All right. We're gonna probably do this weird attachment thing again. We totally are. Oh no. Oh, it's just the arm on that side. So orient this the correct way. It's having me do. They fold to open and close to reveal the camera and the retro reflector. It's really cool, says Bad Panda Bear. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that they kept this kind of true to the original, because I don't think I would have ever known that. Neuropilot says, one guy fainted. They asked, is there a doctor? The reply was, what specialty? That's actually kind of hilarious. I know, Tinker. Oh yeah, for those of you that are curious and have never seen the bar at the bottom, so this is literally just for fun. The big joke is that Favorite Human his face has never been seen on camera. So we, and by we I mean Dr. Pamela, picked a kind of absurd number of bits to get favorite human, my favorite human, and her favorite human, her husband, to do a face reveal on stream. So yeah, we're at 14%. We're just gonna keep it going as long as we can because it's a fun goal. Because I saw the donate thing come up. So that's just what that's all about. It's a fun goal. Don't worry about it too much. We'll get there eventually because y'all are awesome. But yeah, it's a fun goal. And fun goals are fun. Okay, so here's what we got now. We got 3 of the sides. So we got this one that doesn't open. Yeah, this one that pops open. Oh, look at the camera. And we have this one that doesn't open. So what's left is the module for this side. And we have probably just enough pieces for it. So I built this base, and I have a sneaking suspicion that it wants me to build that next. Oh look, it does, and I have exactly what it wants. Up until a certain point. I better have just enough pieces. I hope. Oh, do I hope. I finish this, and we'll wrap things up, and then I'll make dinner. He almost fainted again when, as a lieutenant colonel, he realized she is a 3-star admiral. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's like, no! At least because I've done this part, you know, so many times it's quick. So set that base aside. I'll take out the last, it is the last piece I have of this type, so I'm excited. Oh look, that bowl's empty and I didn't even realize it. Ha ha ha! Because I have all these pieces just off camera on a towel. So, orientate it this way. It is getting so much easier to find the pieces, though. And I think they want these two centered. It looks centered to me. And doot-doot. Is there a doctor in the house? Yeah, she outranks you. Turn this around, stick these little pieces in. Oof. Stick this cover on. And it goes on the base, I think. It goes on the base, I think. It's amazing how when they maintain jet engines, etc., they have kids with washers and clips, etc. They are not supposed to have any left over. Yeah, but it happens. Kits. What if they just pack extras? You don't know. Maybe they're just putting extras in the kits. And I know that some of those pieces are stupid expensive. Had a buddy that worked supply, and he would show me like all these teeny tiny bits for like helicopters and airplanes and stuff, and be like, guess how much this is? And I'm like, I don't know, make up a number. It's like, no, it's this number. I was like, are you serious? The answer was always yes, he was serious. Okay. It's gonna want me to do, oh, it's gonna want me to put on other things first. That's okay, we can put on other things first. And, oh, we have a part that we have to do a sticker for. Look at that. So I'm gonna get all these other bits first. So take this upside down, we put this and this on, and we find our sticker plate. We lost it 16 Charlie. When the fuel controller failed over a missing clip, Admiral in charge of the contractor OT wing, because there was a spare engine in her hangar, but they cleared a questionable engine for flight, didn't do proper testing first. Oh my goodness. She was furious. I bet. Alright, so this one's calling for a sticker to go on this part. And it's calling for sticker number 5, which is this little one. Again, not used to doing the overhead camera. And it looks pretty symmetrical, so I don't think it really matters how it goes on here. All right. It's on there, and then this is literally just dropped into this piece. So here's the base, here's this. There's no places for it to connect. You just kind of pop it in there. Come on, focus. And then you close the hatch. And that's it. All right. And add a few more tiles, move the sticker sheet again. For the Air National Guard Squadron, if they need parts, even for a $5 million engine, take it. Don't do dumb stuff that costs taxpayers a jet. Exactly. The laser reflector in Quadrant 2 was placed on the surface of the moon. When a laser light was pointed at it from Earth, the distance from the moon could be measured. Okay, so that's what this was in here, was a... Try to get light and focus. I don't think I can do both, but that they put a tiny little, you know, removable laser reflector. So yeah, it's actually super neat. And just nestles right in there. Plop. She told them to take the spare engine, and they didn't. Somebody was in trouble. That's an expensive mistake to make. All right. And I think we've got to be almost done. I'm running out of pieces. That is a very clever way to attach that. And plus I like how they color coded it, so it made it easier. You know, the red goes with the red, the white goes with the white, because you may not even see these white and red pieces from the inside, but they definitely do help with building. I heard the phone number joke. Oh my. Should I be afraid? I feel like I should be afraid. Ha! Nope, I'm not done. Now we do stickers. And that's why they had all the things folded out. Alright. Alright, so what's the phone number joke? Actually, is that all we do from here on out is just stickers? No, there's some building too. Oh, yeah, it is. Because then after we finish the stickers, we open bag 3. Okay. Because I was like, man, maybe we'll just do the stickers later. You know what? We're going to do the stickers later. Here's why. When a pilot screws up, ETC or the air boss tells the pilot, we have a phone number to call. The air ops bosses in OT are civilian, but will be the colonel or even the general who argues with them. The wing commander or above finds out real quick. Wow. All right. Yep. I think they're done barking now. Yeah, I tried to save everybody's ears. I'm sorry. So, as I was just saying, I think I'm going to wrap this up because favorite human should be home soon. And lo and behold, there's a favorite human here. You can't see him, but he's just off screen holding a squirming Tinkerbell. You have to be almost right behind me, honey. Come on, come on, come closer. Come closer, come closer. Come closer. Look, look, see, see, see? The dog can't get there on her own. Ah! The dog can't get there on her own. One of the ops bosses gave a colonel the phone number over an airspace deviation. Oh my. He's like, you can't talk to me like that. What? Can't I? I think they're referring me talking to you.
Tinker's answering.
But Tinker's answering? Tinker's answering. Oh, he's like, you can't talk to me like that. I won't then, the general will. Oh, that's part of the thing. And then the general will have their S. Because they can. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. So, we got through bag 2 today. And, as a reminder, there it goes. Flip over quickly. Here's what the certificate that you all will get. Here's what the certificate that you all will get will look like. Pardon me while I, tuck some things away. What kind of wrapping? Oh, me just wrapping the whole stream up. I was like, what? Yeah, this is what the certificate will look like that everybody will get once the project is done because I'm not gonna update these every day. So, but yeah. Aluminum foil, yeah. So this is what we built. I built with, while trying to provide entertainment. There's the little camera to capture the thing. That one doesn't open, and this one opens. Come on, open. It should open. Oh, it opens down here for the laser reflector. And, yeah. So I will probably... I'll have to find a safe place to put this where the cat can't get it. I know of a spot. So I'm going to stick this in a safe place where the cat can't get it. I'm going to put all of my extra pieces, because there were a decent number of extra pieces, I feel, aside. And I'm going to go make dinner now. So... for the brief version of the wall of text while I get ready to roll the credits, has been a production brought to you by you and PSI. PSI is our host institution. PSI stands for Planetary Science Institute. They are in Tucson, Arizona, working in collaboration with Youngstown State University here in Youngstown. Hey, honey, what's the weather like?
Here?
Yes.
I mean, traditionally, it's been tropical these past few weeks, but it was just hot, bright, sunny today, and humid still, so I suppose tropical again.
If you didn't hear the man, he said it was tropical again. So here in unseasonably, weirdly tropical Youngstown, Ohio. If you missed a show, we archive them all on YouTube. Susie, who is our, YouTube archive master, is on vacation this week, so they probably won't be up on YouTube until, let's say, this weekend. And I don't know who to raid. If anybody has any suggestions for me to raid, please tell me now. Otherwise, I think that is really all the things I'm absolutely required to say. Daily Space is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. That will be with Dr. Pamela, and she will bring you spacey and sciencey news, and I will bring you Daily Space on Wednesday, where we will talk about the things that are launching and or will be or have launched and or will be launching. So I don't know. I haven't paid attention to any of that while I was on vacation. So EJ is back from vacation. Perfect. Because then I'll just... Oh, everything's weird. So cool. We will raid EJ then. Yeah, EJ covers is another person that covers launches, and right now he is playing Kerbal Space Program, so that's cool. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in for, you know, the impromptu stream. Thank you for marking. Let me look, see how many things are left. There are, let me refresh, 2,061 images left. So thank you everybody for making that number go down a little bit. That's pretty freaking exciting. And yeah, I will see you all on Wednesday. So until then, have a wonderful insert time of day here and keep being awesome. And now I'm going to awkwardly roll the credits as one does, and then dinner. So yeah, thanks everybody. Bye.